Welcome to Warren 2009 Fantasy Football, the show.
Yo! Oh, we got a turkey! Ooh, a three pack.
Yeah, this is me and the homies right here, enjoying post Thanksgiving. These guys were the
You
pardoned
guys made it.
turkey.
You survived. You're surviving.
Yeah, they were pardoned and they're living their best life, man. Yeah. Hey, guys, welcome back, Lou.
Oh my
Hello. Hello. How are you doing today, sir?
Sir, you kicked my butt. So
I did indeed. Sorry about that.
I was surprised to be up there it was a podium week for me, so I'm hanging my hat on that. But otherwise, yeah. Man, we got some big playoff implications because of that game and others. So it's going to be a fun episode.
Jump into it then. Yeah, because, and can we just quickly shout out Jerry Jeudy for trying his best to come back?
He tried his best. He needed to do another round of that.
All right, so here we are. We are going into the last week of the fantasy regular season, and we got some standings for you. We'll compare it once again, maybe to the last episode, but some people moved up, some people moved down, and there are playoff implications, just like you said, Lou. So who do we got? What's the standings here? What do we got? Who do we got?
Absolutely. At the top has been season long. Ours Castle. Nice record, 12-1. After losing week 1, they've been on a tear. No change there. Not late for supper. Still snagging, and congratulations, the two clinchers of the playoff berth. Ours Castle and Not Late for Supper. Well done, well done. No change there again. Rico's newly named, excuse my French, Shitty Rice Cups is no change. However, they have some playoff implications, but I think they have enough points scored. However, Swiftly hit Brock Bottom, making a charge, moving up 2 more spots. Nicely done. Hilltop Hustlers, Old Commish, hanging in the picture, moved up 3 spots. Ellipses, really really on the backward trend, down 2 spots. Kind of some interesting choices, but they might have some chance for redemption considering the points that they've scored. Shaw Tank Redemption, right? The first man out, 2 spots down. Mr. 2 Butts, yours truly, over here. 5-8. Josh, you said goodbye. I suppose there's a chance, but it's slim.
It's there.
And then Lover's Lane and Return of the Mac. Hey, you got 2 wins, buddy.
Yeah, got 2 wins. You got a second win of the regular season. Congratulations. A couple of movements up and down the board. The Hilltop Hustlers from the last episode moved up 3. A couple of people shuffling up and down, and we'll see how it turns out, especially with this being the last week. We have such a tight race for the last 3 spots of the playoffs. And it's kind of tough. We're sitting here. We have 2 of these teams playing each other this week. What's up, Danny?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you guys have a pretty big match coming up. Basically, the winner of your match is all but guaranteed a spot, but the loser still has some opportunity, which is interesting because if Shaw Tank wins, he needs to outscore. If it was you, he would need to outscore by 67?
About 67 points, more than what I put up.
And if it was over against Hilltop, how many more points would he need to score?
If it was over Hilltop, it would just no. He's already ahead
Oh,
of
he would
Hilltop.
just need to, yeah, so he would basically just need to score more than him just to secure. Wolf.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
dear.
Mr. Ellipses, if he loses, he has pretty much enough points.
To stay ahead of Shaw Tank Redemption, but if Shaw Tank wins and then Ellipses loses, then it's game
Yeah.
over. It's kind of tough. It's all up in the air. If Ellipses wins, they're pretty much guaranteed a spot because they have the points scored, the points
Yeah.
for.
They did a lot of work early
It's-
season to get there.
Yeah, and it's
I would
paid off.
like-
It's paid off. So
And I would
Yeah,
like
go
to
ahead.
point out there are two very, very, very long shot opportunities for Lover's Lane with a win and several losses. Other losses and a plus 200 almost point over score. And same thing for me, Mr. Two Butts. We'd have to score plus 100 points over the Ellipses team, and that's well, yeah, we're pretty much all but out.
Well, yeah, pretty much. And you mean in the same category here, there is technically a chance that Rico could fall all the way down if everybody in the NFL except the players on his team go off, and that's pretty much that.
Oh
So,
man.
yep. So we got a tight race. We got a tight race here, mainly between four teams. And who do we think is going to win? Stay tuned to find out.
Ooh.
Because we're moving on. We've got injuries that have occurred since the last episode. Injuries during these playoff implications, which have hurt the hopes and dreams of a few. We have J.K. Dobbins, Austin Eckler, CMC. Oh.
I like to
And
throw Jordan
on the
Mason in there.
Yeah, that was the other. He's right here. Taysom Hill, which that's kind of sad.
It was sad, yeah.
Yeah.
got me
And then
$10.
since the last episode, right on, man. And you split that with him, so that's cool. That's nice of you. It'll go towards the surgery bills. Yeah. And then what? Austin Sabert and Harrison Butker. Let's just throw those guys out there. They were kind of putting up some points, so why
They
not?
sure were.
And then and then let's just move on because we can.
Good segue.
Also, a couple of trades. Thank you. I'm a pro. We're doing this so many years. So since the last episode, a lot of last week trades went down before the trade deadline. And by a lot, I mean two. And we have, in order, it went down this way. We have Deebo Samuel and a second round draft pick for next year for Christian McCaffrey and a 10th round for next year. Now, this one was something because I think this is the first time since we switched to the Sleeper app that CMC has been on a different team.
Yeah, it's true. And he
And beyond.
immediately goes down.
Yeah, like I really hope like that trade included like 2 free therapy sessions at like BetterHelp. because we could have probably seen that one coming, but man, those are some really poorly timed injuries there, and now a second rounder's gone. This is the highest one we've seen since the 2021 season or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Just about. And then the last trade that went down right before the deadline, morning of, Sam Laporta and an 8th round for next year for Rico Dowdle and Trey McBride.
Not bad. Retrospectively, Rico on Thanksgiving might be worth it.
Yeah. Gobble, gobble. Am I right, guys? Am I right? Okay. Yeah, you heard them. I'm flipping around all these pages here. So after trades, let's talk about the strength of these teams, the differentials, man. Let's hear how everybody's been doing.
Honestly, not unsurprisingly, but kind of for our league in this year, there's only 4 teams. Again, it's the same 4 teams with a positive point differential at this point in the season. That's not to say that won't change, because Josh, after your showing last week, you're moving
Bridge the
up.
gap.
You are moving up. Yeah, you're getting back to 500 on that. But congratulations, Bauer Castle, Not Late for Supper, Rico Shitty Rice Cups, and then the 6 and 7 team, Ellipses.
Yeah.
They've been scoring.
Ellipses, man.
I will
by a
give
huge differential.
Yeah. And I'm going to give credit here to Swiftly Hit Rock Bottom and Shaw Tank Redemption, because you both are now within 25 points at least of getting back to even. So that is obtainable in this very last week.
Hey. So close. Got to end at 500.
All right. And then we can jump over to keepers, unless you had anything else to add.
I don't know. Do you want to touch upon maybe the average point scored for some of these teams here, or do you want to just move on, given that the differential kind of speaks for itself?
Yeah, the differential really here is the true volume speaker.
Okay, keepers it is then. Talk to us, man.
No 2,000 point scorer yet, though. No 2,000 point scorer. We'll see that
Not
this
yet.
week. Maybe.
Maybe.
All right, let's jump over to the keepers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players within the top 10 at their position. Well done. Good job keeping those keepers. Those keepers: CeeDee Lamb, Justin Jefferson, Jalen Hurts, Kyron Williams, and Devon Achane. Just outside that list, Garrett Wilson. He fell down. I believe he was in number 10 spot the last episode, but now he's at number 11 in his position.
After obtaining Devontae Adams on the team, that's still very impressive. That's pretty good.
Puka is the only one here that's from the folks that are like top 50 out that is still playing Puka. I suppose Isaiah Pacheco, is he coming back? He's supposed to be coming back this week?
He played last week. He put up 5 points. Yeah.
All right. Well done. Brandon Ayuk, number 86, and Christian McCaffrey. Well, he tried. He played.
Well, I mean, he tried as well, and also just had the same result just a couple weeks earlier. Oh dear. Well, nice guys. Nice. The keepers, for the most part, and I think that's the other story here is the keepers injuries. Like, I don't think there were very many that would have been so low had it not been for injuries. It's like everybody was producing pretty much before they went down, except for maybe Brandon Ayuk. But that's about it. So we're going to jump in to a small little segment. I started noticing I haven't even discussed this segment with my co-host here. He has no idea what I'm about to talk about. This is
a surprise to me as well. I can't wait to hear
it. It's going to be kind of delivered like our friend Sel McBlob, Dr. Sel McBlob. Because it's, hold on. Talking a lot. Talking all day. So this segment I'm calling Curse of the Dropped Player. And I took it upon myself to take a look-see at some of these team names that have stuck around after the main player has been dropped from the team. First team, Rico's Cursed Rice Cups. My guy, Rico's on my team now. Is this hurting your play? Because you've only won one game since the last quarter pounder. I don't know, man. Next team up, Shaw Tank Redemption. Tank Bixby's on your team, guy. He's on your team, Lou.
He sure is. I just picked him up for free.
You picked him up for free. And you know what happened? Mr. Ranicky has only won one game since the last quarter pounder.
Ooh.
Next team up. Let's see. Return of the Mac. Okay, I think you avoided some even worse, punishment there by actually by actually trading him away. However, Mac ain't on your team no more, guy. He did not return. Well, actually, he returned and then he went fall and go boom again. But then the team name stayed, and you've only won one game, the last quarter pounder. Is this a curse of the drop player? Had you guys kept your team names, what would have happened? What if you had changed your team names and respected the fantasy gods in a timely manner? Okay, that's all I'm saying. Oh, also, one surprise guest on this list here. Mr. Two Butts over here.
What do you got?
Mr. Two Butts. Well, you still only have one butt to my knowledge, so, just, yeah. So, I don't think that this is inappropriate. The fantasy gods have just kind of said, no, Lou, most of the season.
Stop it.
This guy, he's only got one butt, but he's claiming he's got two. I don't know, mate. But yeah, I guess with Taysom going down, it also is like a double meaning too, because you only got one butt now.
I did pick up Cole Kmet, but I'm only starting one tight end.
Yeah, see, there it is. Keep it in mind. Okay, so that was Cursed of the Drop Player. Just throwing that out there, guys. Just keep an eye on things. All right. So from here, I guess we just kind of close out the season. We got one game left. We talked about it. Four players really fighting for 3 playoff spots. Do you have your rest of regular season positions? I mean, basically, who do you think is going to make it after this week? Let's see.
All right. So, in not too big of a crazy turn of events, I'm just going to run down, obviously, Bowers Castle and Not Late for Supper. You're in.
You're in.
Rico Shitty Rice Cups, you guys are in. You scored a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
With that, too, I also have Ellipses in. And then I'm going swiftly hit rock bottom and somehow, some way, Shaw Tank Redemption is redeemed and they move in. Hilltop Hustlers, come on down to the Saco, baby.
I have exactly the same lineup as you. In pretty much that, almost in that exact order too that you listed. But I do have. No, wait. Yeah, you picked Ellipses before me, right? Yeah. Okay. You sure did. All right, man. Well, yeah. So that's my picks too. I guess at this point, then we got to say who we think will, after basically looking at every 3 weeks at a time, watching the progression of the league, who do we think is going to win it all? Who's taking home the trophy?
That is good. I wish I looked at more rest of season scheduling or playoff even scheduling. I did not. I am still going with Not Late for Supper. I feel like I've been there the last 2 or 3 episodes, and I'm sticking put. They've been scoring, and have continued to score.
Yeah, I actually, I think it was like almost every episode that you have picked Not Late for Supper, and I became a fan last quarter pounder, and I'm sticking to it as well. They're doing really, really well. They got
doing
a
lot of good work over there at the Supper Academy.
They're you know what, man, they got the second bye week locked in now, I think, pretty much, right? What are the points on that?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
It could be some smooth sailing. Who knows? The points have been there though. They are doing great. So that's who I got. Now, who do you have ended up in the cage?
I think I was once very convinced that it was going to be me, I no longer feel that way, even though I mean Jerry Jeudy has kind of lifted my spirit. So I'm going Return of the Mac. Sorry again. I feel sorry. I feel like every 3 weeks you wait and just feel like, great. Thanks, friends. Thanks, friends, for picking me.
Yeah, I mean,
To lose.
again,
I'm sorry.
thanks for hosting. Yeah,
Thanks for hosting
the draft.
again.
Yeah. Again,
Pigs in a
yeah.
blanket, jalapeno popper combo, unmatched. I still talk about it to this
Absolutely.
day. Exhibit A.
Clearly, Exhibit B. Check the last video. That's Exhibit A. It was kind of tough because you're right. There are some teams, pretty much any one of the 4 teams that we talked about could go off, fighting for that 3rd spot. They could go off in the postseason, which would be kind of helpful if they ended up in the bottom. Other teams in the bottom have gone off at different times. We've seen different names at the top of the leaderboard. But, this man once was quoted saying, through Darnold, all things are possible. And then he dropped him. And now he's on a different team. And I think the fantasy guys are just so mad at this man. I'm choosing Return of the Mac as well to end up in the cage.
Man, we have been identical, and we did not even go talk about this beforehand at all. Amazing.
No, we kind of rushed it. We're out an hour earlier than usual, so here we go. But yeah, that should about wrap it up there, right? Because I think we got everything we touched upon that we want to for this episode.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Goodness
this episode,
it's going to be fun. Everybody hold on to your hats. Hold on to your necks.
Gobble, gobble.
Things. Ooh, and let's have some fun. Lou, good to see you. Best of luck.
Yeah, hope to see you around the Christmas times. This is not the last episode of the year, ladies and gentlemen. This is not the last episode of the year. So, all right, we have more to come.
Yes. We're going to wait and see how everything pans out.
Yeah, we got one week of regular season left. Let's let that be exciting.
Yes. And, I don't know if it's going to be out before then, so have great holidays out there, everybody. Much love. And as always, go
sports.